listener to Liger Podcast. My name is Bokpa.
My name is Lina.
And I am Chai.
We are one of the team who is working on disability podcast exploration. In our exploration, we had divided students into two teams. One is disability podcast and another is disability exploration. And in our disability podcast exploration, we had learned about sound, editing, recording, and other things that relative to the podcast. But anyways, let's get back to our topic for today. Our main topic for today is about a hidden disability. Now, let's explore together. But before going deep into our topic, we have to go deep into what is disability first.
Do you know what is disability? Well, disability is the opposite of ability. Most of the people with disability cannot access to all the things or activities like typical people. There are many main types of disability, such as physical, cognitive, developmental, sensory, and many more. So now, let's focus on cognitive disability. What is the cognitive disability? Cognitive disability means a disability that affects people inside the brain. And we can't really tell a people with cognitive disability by outside looking. Also, there are autism, attention deficit disorder, Down syndrome, dyslexia, and many more. Now, let's go dig to our main topic about autism. But before that, we want you to listen to some opinion of what people thinking about people with autism.
I think people with autism are really amazing, but they may live in a difficult life.
People with autism do not like to see movement or being touched.
People with autism are entirely amazing, but there are still some problems with them.
Autism is something that makes it hard for people to focus.
Now, as you heard, people just said people with autism, but do you really know what is autism?
Well, autism spectrum disorder, or ASD for short, is a type of cognitive disability that affects how people communicate and relate to others. This is not the same thing as being shy, nervous, or speechless. Most people with autism don't understand the general social condition. They may have trouble having eye contact, being touched, understanding body language, holding the conversation, ignoring light, sound, movement, smell, and other conditions. So, what is really cause autism? Scientists know that ASD happens over 4 times more common in boys than girls, but they're still doing research, investigation, and experiment of what is really cause this disability. They think that it might run by family, affected by the environment around them, sicknesses, having the complication during pregnancy or birth, and other reasons. But one of the clear facts that scientists know for sure is that vaccines does not cause autism. We can tell that a kid having autism at a young age by showing the signs such as rocking repeatedly, flapping their hand, not responding with their name, and others. Here is the interesting fact for ASD. Some of the most famous scientists, musicians, and people in the world such as Temple Grandin, Amadeus Mozart, Sir Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, and others have autism. So this shows that some people with autism might be really smart, talented, and clever. They might access to do complicated math at a young age, remember all the dates of the whole year, see the real world changing by their imagination, and other superpowers.
Even though there is no cure for autism spectrum disorder, but the people with autism still can do some medication to calm themselves down, such as rocking, mourning, hiding in the small dark area, and other strategies that work for them.
Now, as you know that people with ASD and others type of disability face a lot of problems in their daily life besides typical people. So we have asked people to give some message, advice, or quote about disability after they listen to our podcast.
People with autism doesn't mean that they cannot do things like us.
I think people with autism should be encouraged to learn and participate in normal events as us. They was born with the natural disease, which is autism, and we need to encourage them and not bully them, because bullying make them feel bad and make their life even worse.
Always listen, never judge, and be prepared to go outside of your comfort zone to have a new experience.
Please do not bully people with autism because they are also a human.
Keep an open mind and don't limit someone because they may be different from you.
However, I also have one of my personal quotes to say too. It is, disability does not mean inability. And what about you? I think that after you listen to this podcast, you might have learned something about what is autism and disability. So later when you meet anyone with disability, make sure that you have to treat them fairly and be respectful to them, because they are also human and they also have the same right as us too.
Now, since we're running out of time, we hope that you learned something from our podcast. And we hope that all of you having a really wonderful day. Bye everyone. Thank you so much for your time and attention.
Bye!